One of my favorite things to program for particularly females who want to work on their glute strength is banded work. Now, obviously, it's become very prominent over the last few years. It's very popular. Look, bands do provide a level of resistance. They don't replace hypertrophy style training when it comes to weights, but they can add another element to the movement depending on what you do. Now, lateral walks are a great fundamental exercise that you can add on towards the end of a glute-based session. But I see so many people doing them incorrectly. They utilize their back too much. Their back is in bad position. They're not low enough. So this is the breakdown of a lateral walk to get you into position to ensure that you activate and engage your glutes correctly. So I've got my Paul's Body Engineering glute band on. I've positioned it just above the knee. I see a lot of people put them around the ankles, but that's too far away from the glutes. You want to have it at a very structurally sound point where you can drive through. So when we set up for a lateral walk, we need to be low. So we're in a squatted position. So from the side, I want to be low. I need to focus and have my backside pushed out behind me with a neutral back. Don't have a rounded back, have a nice neutral spine, okay? That's the position to start with. Secondly, when you start to walk, don't try and reach with your foot. You've got to drive through this knee, okay? You need to drive through this point to ensure that your abductors are actually engaged and working. So we're stepping like that, okay? We're stepping out. We're not trying to reach. Now, what you'll find is as your glutes kick in and they start to burn and fatigue, you'll instinctively creep up and get higher and higher and higher as you proceed through the walk. You've got to think that you've got to stay low, okay? You've got to think about the movement, think about the technique, ensure that you're staying in position. The other thing is walk a straight line. I often see people walking all over the place, or their lead leg goes in the wrong direction. The final point is when you finish your walk in one direction, come back facing the same way. I'll see people turn around and come back the other way. All of a sudden you're working the same leg twice because you're driving with the lead leg one direction, you turn around and the same lead leg is coming back. So make sure that you stay facing the same way for both directions if you're doing it up and back. That's a lateral walk. It's a great fundamental exercise. Now, if you don't have the room to do a lateral walk, you can just do it on the spot. Back and then forth. Back and then forth. Always driving through the outside of the knee. Give that a crack. Make sure you've got a decent band to use. It needs to be tight, around the 30-35 centimeter circumference. And I guarantee you'll start to utilize your glutes a hell of a lot better.